All right, so these isometric effects and these vectoring effects are very potent, very powerful tools. Another one that comes into play in Aikido is most easily demonstrated if, let's have, come on Damon, let's have Damon make a fist, and he's going to put it right on my chin and he's just going to push me right over. Long pushing drive. Very, very simple. Now at the same time, I'm just going to come up with my outside hand again, one finger, and I'm going to push laterally as he pushes at me. Now, no, just push. Go ahead. Yeah. You have this vector. You see the way that his body went off to the side here. Let's do it end on. As he's pushing straight down the line of the camera right through me, he'll knock me right over. As I push lateral to it, he's actually pushing in a line over that way. I'm just putting a little light pressure here, but the line of force turns into a vector. And when I release it, you see his body pop off. Do it again this way. This is a very useful tool. And as he can be pushing hard, and it slides off. It's very, the reason we do it from a fist is it'll slide off your chin easy, so you don't get a lot of interference. Pop. Isn't that weird?
It's weird.
Because it feels like you're pushing me. You can actually be push so hard that they'll just pop off, or they'll wind up. You can take your chin away, and they'll wind up just be pushing your fingers sometimes. It's very interesting. Yeah, isn't that strange? You guys try it. Try it with each other. Just push right in the line. Feel how it, yeah, it just knocks him over. Good. Now just use a finger and give it. There you go. And watch how he pops. Yeah, he'll just, boing. He can't help it. The vectoring that's going on here is subtle. You have a strong line of drive, several foot-pounds of energy being exerted. You have a very subtle pressure working 90 degrees to that line, causing the vector, and so the proprioceptive system in the person delivering the energy can't really respond to the vector effectively, and it causes them to pop off to the side when you release the pressure. Cool? Now you try it on him. Go ahead. Good. Easy to drive off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now just release it this time. Yeah, see him pop. Good. You can have overwhelming forces acting on you. These guys are both pulling me. It's two hands, two hands. And you say, well, man, what can you do here? Well, you can't do a whole lot of changing your feet. I mean, I'm just having to stay static in order to just equalize the tension between them. But if I change my knees a little, everything gets weird. Here we go. Maybe one guy here, and then, good, two hands. Now they're both pulling me forward. Bam, good. And as they both pull me forward, yeah. The hips and the knees create a different vector, a different line of force. If I stay static, boom, obviously. And as it comes on, the collapsing function. My foot actually had to move that time. So changing the vectors of the line of force when strong things are acting upon you can create torsion and vectors that you can find very valuable, particularly when you're being overwhelmed. These vectors and these senses of isometric torsion and working from the feeling of the feet all the way through the body, that you have a sense of connectivity of the entire torso. We tend to be disconnected from our hips down. We tend to not get our mind or our awareness down into our lower center of gravity and down into our feet well enough. But over time, with practice in Aikido, you'll develop a sense of these tensions, this sense of hip and knee and ankle and foot and toe, and its connectivity isometrically through the whole body, so that at will you can shift the attention from the outside foot to this hand, the inside foot to this hand, a change in the knee to go to this hand, a change in the knee to go to this hand, a change in the hip, a change in the hip. Small changes that affect the force acting upon you. So let's get David pulling on this. Good. And let's make it overwhelming. Let's get you pulling it that way. So now it's really isolated. Good. And Cameron, you come over and help Dave maybe. Maybe keep it from going backwards. How about that? Yeah, you're going to get behind it. Get over that way a little more. There you go. So now anything I want to do to this arm is pretty much gone. That arm is stuck in space. I can't budge it. But what can I? I mean, it is solid in space. You guys are strong. You got your weight bearing into it. But when the vector changes, boom, you feel that? Isn't that odd? Is your body starting? Yeah, your body has to. Isn't that strange? Now, I didn't move through space. I just changed the hip. Let's set up the same relationship. Now, I'm not stabilizing it to begin with. They're stabilizing each other. They're all pulling in different directions so that I can relax. But I get the opportunity to make a little change. Now, this is all under strong tension, and I just changed to my other foot. Isn't that wild? Here, you try it. It's very simple. And you'll feel like you can't do a damn thing to that arm. Yeah, this arm, we own the arm. You can't have the arm back.
Very true.
Now, just shift to your other foot. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dumb, but very powerful. So, that's just a little set of examination of ideas combining the isometric tension in the body and how we connect with our feet and vectors. Combined together, you get a bunch of exercises, drills, demonstrations, what have you, that have been characterized as an esoteric function, but really they're a sensation that you feel in your body. That's how you control it. And so it's a poetic image that's evolved in the culture it comes from to describe what you feel happening internally rather than some sort of descriptor of an empirical reality. It's a descriptor of an internal kinesthetic sense reality. And so from that point of view, it makes perfect sense, and it works very, very well. So enjoy, explore these. They're kind of fun, and have fun with it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Great.